Welcome back to the Go in the Match podcast. Today I'm joined by former Everton, Walsall, Cardiff, Huddersfield, Oldham and Carlisle defender Anthony Gerrard. We'll be talking about his time as a young fan, his professional career and going into the coaching in the future. Anthony, thanks for giving me time today, mate, and thank you for coming on the podcast.
Cheers, no problem. Thanks for having me.
Okay, so I want you to take us back to your childhood growing up in Liverpool. How did your love for the footy begin?
Walking, basically. From walking, like most kids in Liverpool in the 80s, if you didn't have a football by your feet, there was something wrong with you, basically. So, that's where it all started. And, once you start playing with the older kids and all bits and pieces like that, it just goes from, just cracks on, know what I mean? It's ridiculous how big football is in Liverpool. In any inner city, really. But like I say, Liverpool's like a hotbed of football, especially when you think of the numbers that have came out as professional footballers. It's absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah. So you grew up being a Liverpool fan? Am I right in saying that you're a Red?
Yeah, Liverpool fan.
So did you go to Anfield as a kid then?
I did in my younger age, but not that I can remember. My granddad and my dad used to take me, but like I said, that was when I was silly young, know what I mean? But I don't really remember it. People go, oh, yeah, I remember it in my face. I was that young, I honestly don't remember it.
Yeah.
And then most probably if it did, it would have scared the shit out of me, 40,000 people screaming, know what I mean? But, like I say, I've always been to football matches, went to Anfield in my younger days, and then when I played for Everton, we used to get tickets and stuff like that, so I was always going to the Everton games as well. Yeah.
You touched on Everton there. I believe you joined the academy at 8 and you went on to captain them, the reserves at 18. So you signed your professional contract in May 2004. What was that like, signing your first professional contract?
It was a bit surreal, really, because I enjoyed myself a little bit too much when I first found out I was getting my scholarship. Yeah. So I went into as a YTS, and I was in not the best shape ever. So when I first walked in, my U2 managers Colin Harvey and Alan Harper, two of the best fellas you'll ever wish to meet in football. As I first walked in, I got pulled outside, so I thought, but I already knew I was in bad nick, and I got pulled out. And the first thing Carl said to me was, listen, fatty, I've heard good things about you, but you won't be playing for my 19s looking like that. So from that point, I had knuckled down and got on with it and did everything that I had to do. And, I'm thankful for that, because if I didn't have that little kick up the bum, then I don't know what I would have got. But, I was always driven to be a footballer, so I'm thankful that I decided to have a career in it.
So, like you're saying there, you being a Red and obviously going on and playing for Everton, was that a bit strange at first? Because you look at they say the opposite. You look at Carragher being a Blue. Was that a bit strange for you at first, or was it just just crack on and get on with it?
No, it's just football. Obviously, I'm not one of these die-hard football, fans and all that. I don't think Liverpool's like that anyway. Yeah. Oh, we hate the Blues or hate the Reds and all that. I think it's more from the Everton side, really. But I was never like that. I just love football. And I was given the opportunity by Everton at the time to go and play. And obviously that's what I've done. But, when you go to the games and, you can see the players firsthand, you start to develop a little bit of a soft spot, and that's what happened during my time at Everton, know what I mean? But like I say, come Saturday, I'm looking out for both results. And, obviously I'm a Liverpool fan. I've always been a Liverpool fan, but, I'd never ever, Liverpool, if Everton were in a final and Liverpool wins, I'd be supporting Everton. Know what I mean? I'm, like I said, not one of these football fans where it's the be all and end all. To support your club, even though I can understand the 9 to 5 throughout the week, and then come Saturday, everything is about the football. Because like I say, I've lived it, I've enjoyed it, I've had a lovely career, but it's hard to because it gets to a certain point and it's a job. Then I know that'll be hot. I know that'll be horrible for people to hear, but it's a job. Know what I mean? So Yeah, but like I say, you know, I'm always a football fan, always have been. Like yesterday, I spoke to Stephen on the phone after the game, and I just said to him, I'm on my fifth game of the day. I'm starting to watch football like Bielsa, and he was laughing. So, but like I say, you know, now it's football. Now with me, it's Liverpool, Everton, and Rangers. Like yesterday, watch their game.
Yeah.
Any game, it could be even Sunday League, and I'd go and watch it. Like I say, it doesn't faze me. I just love, you know, I love the sport. I love what it's given me, and I just, you know, I think at the present time, I think it's absolutely disgusting that people, kids, are not being able to enjoy what, you know, something that they look forward to all throughout the week.
It's at the moment, it's really bad, isn't it? You know, like football's not just entertainment for people; it's people's life, isn't it? And like you say, like the youth coming through, to get involved in something like footy, you know, you shouldn't be making that a hard pathway for people to watch it.
No, of course. Well, my lad plays for Preston, you know, and at present he's been doing really well.
Yeah.
And now, because they're Cat 3, the academy themselves are a Category 3 category. They're not classed as elite, but the Category 1, Category 2 academies are classed as elite. So they're never being able to play. So he's missing out on valuable training time and obviously time on the pitch and stuff like that. So it's hard for him. You know, obviously I've been getting him in the back and doing his own little bits and pieces, but it's not the same. You know, going in, seeing your mates. You know, it's a bit sad, really. But it's not a bit sad. It's really sad. You know, because like I say, you know, I finished in January, and that's all I've been doing. That's all I've been doing. Coming the weekend, my Saturday used to be about myself, but now they're about the kids and the kids and the football.
So we'll go on to talk about when you signed for Walsall in 2005.
Yeah.
Spent 4 years there, went up and down the divisions. How was your time at Walsall? Come back now.
It was a massive learning curve. It was a massive learning curve, and it was like a reality. I went on loan the back end of the previous season, and it was just basically, you know, I've been playing reserve team football. I'm on the phone. Reserve team football from 16. So I just thought, you know, I had the opportunity. I went out on Accrington on loan. Then I went there. And then once I got a first team, you know, going to the first team environment, because even though you come through as a first team player, still classed like one of the young lads, know what I mean? Yeah. At your parent club. I wouldn't say you're not treated with respect, but like, you're just one of the young lads, know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, you know, going there and being like a pivotal person and keeping them up in the league that year, that was just cemented it. And when I went back, it was crazy because I had the opportunity to stay at Everton. I had the opportunity to stay at Everton, but it was a case of like, oh, you're just going to be, it was the year that Everton finished fourth. It was a case of like, oh, well, you're just going to be in the reserves and that again. And I just thought, no what? It'll just be like a clean break.
Yeah.
So
playing was really important to you then, like week in, week out.
Yeah, playing, you know, because once you have a little taste of it, it's you know, that's your livelihood. Then, you know, it's like going on loan was like an audition basically. Can you cut in the leagues? Can you cut it? Can you do it in men's football? And I found, you know, I took to it like a duck to water. I've always been vocal.
Yeah.
You know, I was quite, you know, I could play a number of positions at that time. And it just felt brilliant, to be honest. So, like I say, you know, so decided not to take the contract up, and then just go on my own and, you know, see where it took me. The crazy thing is, though, I went out on loan.
Yeah.
So I knew I would, you know, Walsall were there. So at the time, I had an agent, and he weren't doing too much for me. So I was speaking to the club. Yeah. And as I signed for Walsall, this agent come on the scene. I was like, you haven't signed, have you? I was like, yeah, I've signed. He went, oh, what are you doing that for? You haven't. I was like, I haven't heard from you for months. Yeah. And he said he had like, what is the championship then, Division 1? Mm-hmm. I've got a club, Plymouth it was at the time. I've got them there, they want to take you. And I was like, well, it's too late, isn't it? Yeah. So basically, you've left me hanging for so long.
So go on to sign for Cardiff as well, July 2009. How excited were you to make, you know, getting that phone call? Because they've got a great fan base up there.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy. There'd been interest in me like all throughout my time at Walsall.
Yeah.
I think Southampton came and I got rejected. That was the year that Southampton went from League One to Championship to the Prem. That was their bounce. So I missed that, which I was absolutely devastated about. Obviously, in hindsight, you don't see that. But so yes, I signed. It was the year before Cardiff missed out on goal difference. They got beat. I think it was 5 or 6-0 by Preston, and that put them out the playoffs. So like I knew where they were finished. And so we're like, I weren't going to like a relegation threatened team. You know what I mean? I knew I was going to like the top end of the Championship, which I relished. But Dave Jones brought me in and basically said, "Oh, you're going to be fourth choice." And I just told him, said, "I think you got the wrong player. You think I'm going to be fourth choice." That wasn't me being funny, or that was just me just saying, "No, I haven't come here to, just to pick a wage upon me. It's to prove yourself at the next level," which it was. Know what I mean? So, and that's what I've done. In my sign there, I played every pre-season game, and then I think I played 37 games in that season. So I thought to establish myself really well.
Was that probably one of the most enjoyable times of your career then, playing?
Yeah, my first 2 years in the Championship.
Yeah.
The first year at Cardiff, even though it ended a little bit sour. And also my year at Hull, them two my 2 best years.
Yeah.
Because I knew what I was capable of and I was doing it.
Yeah, in the Championship.
I was doing it. And not just doing it, I was excelling. Yeah. As well. There was people talking about taking me again, and I was just like, wow, you know what I mean? I've gone from League One into the Championship, played 2 years, and then people talk about taking me higher again. So it was nice, to be honest. And then the catastrophe of my third year at Championship level hit.
Yeah. So, at all the clubs that you've been at, it seems to be like a bit of a recurring theme that you'll like end up being one of the fans' favourites. In your view, what do you think that was that made you have that close connection with the fans?
Just giving it 100%.
Yeah. Being honest.
Being honest, being caring, being, passionate about what you were doing for the club. The fans the fans are the mainstay of any club. As a player, you're only, passing through. But if you can show commitment to the cause for that short period of time, I think that endears you to any football fan. But I don't think that's any football fan. I think that's just any fan of sport. You could be talking rugby league, you could be talking rugby union, cricket, and you know what I mean? If you're passionate for that team that you're playing for at the time, and you're willing to put it all on the line for them 3 points or whatever it were, I think that, like I said, I think that endears you to people. And that's what I ever tried to do, is to put it 100% in every single game that I played.
Yeah, I think those sort of players, that are honest and committed, not only on the pitch, but off the pitch as well. It's kind of a dying breed in today's game, isn't it?
Yeah, because everyone's media trained.
Yeah.
And you can and can't say different things, and you can't dig people out. And it's, you say it's a dying breed, it's just the evolution of football, really. Just the evolution of football. You know what I mean? I think everyone needs it. I think Liverpool have got it with Jordan Henderson. Yeah. I think Everton have got it with Seamus Coleman in their captains. Conor Cody at Wolves, Troy Deeney at Watford. You know what I mean? When you look at, the big personalities and the big, they obviously wear the armband more or less at every club. You know what I mean? It's not coincidence.
Yeah, you want those players on the pitch too, almost like a fan in some respects. Like fans can relate to in that way, aren't they? They're representing the fans as well.
Well, that's what I mean. Like lads from working class backgrounds, I think that radiates with any football fan as well.
Yeah, definitely.
I think that radiates with any fan. It's coming from nothing basically to having something and working so hard for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think, like I said, I think it resonates with football fans because obviously the majority are working class people who pay the money, and as long as you put it 100% in on the pitch, then I think win, lose or draw, you can come off and think, he's put a shift in there. Might not have played the best, but you can't fault the commitments.
Yeah, you can get behind it.
Yeah.
So, being a massive Red myself, I can't have you on the pod without talking about Stevie. So, just one thing I want to touch on about Gerrard, and it's got to be Istanbul 2005.
Yeah.
Did you all watch that as a family together, or did you go out to Istanbul? Because the memories you must have had as a family must have been incredible.
Well, sorry, 1 second. It's a crazy one because I was in Cancun in Mexico.
Yeah.
because it's obviously after Everton, I just need to get away. So
yeah,
I booked a holiday before I think Liverpool in the quarters, and when you look at the team that Liverpool beat, there was just like no way that they were getting to the final. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's mad.
It was crazy to run. So so obviously I booked it. Then obviously it happened against Chelsea, beat them in the semi. So I was like going crazy, and then obviously it hit you like Istanbul. so the day comes. I think it's in the morning. in the Cancun. So I'm sitting at the bar, drinking strawberry daiquiris at like silly o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting there with my partner, and she's like, "Are you all right?" I'm like, "Yeah, we're gonna do it," and all that, going crazy. At half time comes, I'm absolutely loading the snake's berry. I think I'm crying. I'm crying at that point on the bar, just thinking, no, not just for the Liverpool, but for obviously Stephen, thinking, I hope it doesn't get any worse. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't want him to be the captain of the Champions League losers who took a drumming. Yeah. So I was obviously, like I was on the floor, and then obviously it happens. And as I said, it happens, and the rest is history. I've gone from absolutely being on the floor to absolute jubilation, but tears of joy. And then I think it compounded my misery and compounded, my holiday even worse. Because as a Liverpooler, like celebrating and all that, you just said, you'd love to be there. When you said, yeah, I would, I'd absolutely love to be there. And obviously, we've been drinking, so like she's sucking us like, it's a slight on her, you know what I mean? I'm like, no, well, it's not a slight on you. I'm here with you, but anyone, no and now. At half time, it said that if you would have asked me then at half time, I would rather be here with you, know what I mean? Yeah, it's just one of them things. But like, it was crazy. But yeah, that's where I was anyway in Istanbul.
Yeah. Was Stephen a massive support throughout your career as well? Like on and off the field. Did he give you like, because obviously you've had your own career as well and done really well. But like, we, throughout both your careers, we was in touch quite a bit about being a professional footballer.
It's crazy, no, because I think he was like concentrating on him and I'm concentrating on me. Obviously, I had loads of opportunities to go to Liverpool when I was a kid at 16 and then also at 18. Yeah. But I had a bit of stubbornness about it. Like, I don't want to go there because I'd just be seen as Stephen's got me there. When in reality, it was me. It was me that had put myself in the opportunity. Yeah, give myself the opportunity to go there. But let's say I think it was just stubbornness. And to be honest, we didn't really speak. I think it's later now. Like I've finished and Stephen's finished. That we've come together and it's like started talking more and more and more, which is which is nice, really. You know what I mean? But like I say, when I look back at it, it was a bit daft, really, because obviously certain situations and scenarios, he could have like steered me around them and give me a little help hand. But I think that was more down to me, really. You know what I mean? Because it's crazy. Because everything that I've ever done in football, I've always come out with the shitty end of the stick, really. That's putting it nicely. But let's say it is what it is. I've had a half decent career.
Yeah.
And now I'm looking on the future and seeing where that takes me.
Yeah. So talk about the future there, and obviously you've touched on Stevie, and he's doing really well at Rangers, being a manager. So I know looking forward now, you're looking at doing the coaching and managing side. So you're doing like the pro licenses, and what are you most excited about in the future?
Just that. Like I've said on previous interviews and stuff like that, I think I was a coach before I even knew it. And even thought about coaching. Yeah. Because I've always been a vocal kind of player, putting people in the right positions, asking certain things of certain players, while the game's going on. So I think it could come quite naturally to me, but that's not saying it will. Obviously, you got to learn your craft, you got to learn your trade. But it's something I'm really excited about. COVID's put pay to me doing my badges at present. I'm supposed to have had me B done and dusted, but that's being put back now. But I've inquired with the PFA, and I think, once you've played at a certain standard, you can be involved in first team football. I think it's in the Football League, or I could be wrong, but as long as you're being seen to be doing your badges, then then you're all right to work in the first team environment. If that's the case, then I'm open to offers.
So finally, the podcast is centered around going the match. So with every podcast we're doing, I want to end by asking what are your top 3 favourite matches you've been to, or obviously in your case that you played in.
Yeah, okay. Number 1.
Yeah.
Watching Wayne Rooney score that goal at Arsenal.
Oh, right, yeah. Yeah, that then.
Yeah, I was at it, that's what I'm saying. Like, we got 2 season tickets, and obviously it was me and Wayne who were one of the first signings for Everton at that time. So we played all the way through, and then he just, accelerated away from everyone like you wouldn't believe. But he had Stardust in his boots from the day dot. So just watching him do that, like someone who played with, grew up playing with, and knowing his family, it was absolute madness. It was absolute, next level.
Yeah, through and through as well, isn't he?
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. For someone, a boy or blue to score a goal like that, it is what dreams are made of, really.
Growing up as well, just touching on Wayne there. Obviously, lots of people say how great he was growing up, and he played street head and shoulders above most players. But how good really was he, like at a young age?
If Wayne Rooney wanted to, he'd be in the bracket of Messi and Ronaldo. Yeah. I think naturally, for natural talent, he's got more ability than Cristiano Ronaldo. I know that sounds really crazy to say, but Cristiano Ronaldo has built himself into this absolute machine, this goal-scoring machine.
Yeah.
But Wayne Rooney, I've seen him do things 11, 10, 11, 12 that established internationals couldn't do.
Yeah, just blow your mind.
With the football. Yeah, like absolutely, like on the next level. It was absolute madness from the stuff I've ever seen him do. But like I said, and I won't disrespect. Like I see him get so much disrespect. Like, Rooney, this. Listen, I put respect in front of that lad's name because listen, like I said, I can't even say if he wanted it. Because he's doing it at such a young age.
Yeah,
you can have that little bit of burnout, or you can lose that little bit of something that you need to keep it at that standard.
Yeah,
and I think that's what it was. It's through no fault of his own. Mm-hmm. It just happens. You know what I mean? Well, like I say, for me, he's in that bracket. He's in that bracket with Ronaldo, with Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi for me all day long. My second game would have to be playing for Walsall, being promoted at Swindon.
Yeah.
At Swindon, yeah, that was an absolute crazy game for like loads of different reasons. I think we were getting beat. I think it was, and then like people talk about having blackouts, at mad moments, like they don't remember things.
Yeah,
and that happened to me. And I just remember the ball falling to Dean Keaton's left foot on the left-hand side of the box, and he side volleys it into the far top corner. And I just remember running down from like centre half and running like into all the fans. And I don't remember nothing after that until until we got on the bus or in the dressing room. Like because honestly, it was absolutely crazy. No, until I got outside the ground, because then I see my dad and my granddad, and they give me a big, massive, crazy hug and all that.
Yeah.
But there's another crazy story. Like my granddad and my dad went everywhere, absolutely everywhere, and obviously they weren't going to miss that game, so they went down in my granddad's car, and he parked up and like I would say an illegal bit, like basically where they were towing. So they parked. So after all the adulation and euphoria that was watching it, they would go back to the car, and the car's gone.
Really?
The car's gone. Yeah, the car's gone. So as my dad turns, he sees on the back the low loader. So the fella's about to take to the pound unless you can get like 300 odd quid. Listen to this, like 300 odd quid at the time. So my dad didn't have no bank card and my granddad didn't have no bank card, and I think they're like about 120 quid between them. So the fellow was like adamant, no, we need the money. So my dad's a little bit of an otter as well. So he's like, there's one fucking job's worth giving him loads. Come on, me. Yeah. And then my granddad's like, Tony, you know, what are you going to do? So luckily enough, this is like what football is all about for me and like what football fans. So like as they're arguing with this, won't say arguing, as they're like talking to this fella, like trying to find out, you know, what's going to happen. A woman comes over, a Swindon fan, because obviously Swindon went up with us as well.
Yeah.
But we went up as champions. So she's absolutely made up and all that. So she comes over, lads, what's happened and all that. So my granddad and dad explain, you know, what's happened, and like Scousers, like, yeah, my lad just played for Walsall. He's like, who? He's like, Gerrard. He was like, oh, brilliant. So basically to tell him the situation, she's like, listen, lads, I've got my credit card here. I'll pay you, but you've got to promise me that you'll give me it back, right? So my dad's like, so my dad's like, of course I'll give you it back, don't be silly. She's like, no, listen, if my husband finds out, I've done this, he'll leave me, honestly, because this is like so mad and all that. So my dad and my gran like, listen, as soon as we land home, I'll phone, get your bank details, and I'll be in the bank Monday morning. So the mum was like that, please don't shaft me, don't. And my mum and my dad and my gran like, no, don't be stupid, no, it's all right. So basically that happened, and the woman paid it to get the car off where it was. Because I think if we would have took it, it would have been like an extra 500 quid to the compound. It was all madness anyway. So the woman done this, like this random Swindon fan. So like my granddad and my dad absolutely love Swindon from that point. Yeah. So that's the second game. And I don't know what, I don't want to put to Wembley because I've been to Wembley twice and lost twice. I don't want to put them in, but I think I might have to. I think it's a toss up of which one. I'll go for the Blackpool game.
Yeah,
that we got beat. I'll go for that.
Just the occasion.
Just the occasion. No, because the occasion was soured. Like I said, it's a crazy situation. I played more or less every league game and got injured on the Friday before we played Leicester in the first playoff game. So when we weren't playing, so we weren't happy. I got told we weren't playing, so we weren't happy. So Jay Bothroyd come off after like 20 minutes. So I come on for like 25 minutes ago. And like the roaring, like the Cardiff fans, it was crazy. I was like, wow, the roaring, you know what I mean? Because I've just come on. Yeah. They must have thought. But like, you know, for my family and all that, it was brilliant for them. But like I say, for me, it was proper tinged, because obviously, I honestly think if I would have played in that game, I think would have went up. That's not me saying it was, you know, down to me and all that. It's just the way I'd played throughout the year. I just had it in my head that, like, you know, we were going up. You know what I mean? Yeah,
devastated then.
Yeah, of course. But and then things just went a little bit Pete-Tong then for, I think, 8 weeks, and then ended up at Hull, which is another mad one.
Fantastic. So just before you go, mate, just a massive thank you for giving me your time and coming on. I really appreciate it.
Cheers, mate. No problem.
Thank you very much.
All right, mate. Top man.
Cheers.
Ta now. Ta.
If you haven't already, please subscribe, follow and share, and of course, leave us a 5-star rating.